The Senate Education Committee this week approved a bill to repeal educational standards for math and English that Oklahoma and 43 other states have adopted. The measure would replace the Common Core state standards adopted in 2010 with new standards yet to be developed. Senator Josh Burkeen maintained the bill ensures new standards would exceed Common Core without surrendering state control. But Senator Susan Paddock argued the bill was hastily drafted without giving lawmakers enough time to study its impact. Here's more of that debate in this ONR Extra.
Because I had many questions on this particular bill, rather lengthy piece of legislation, and here again kind of done on the last hour behind closed doors without a whole lot of input from many of us.
Senator, I think you're asking a question that goes to the heart of the issue. You talked about behind closed doors. I don't think anyone in Oklahoma can speak with authority because it truly was a place where we are taking a product that was delivered to us and where we don't have much control.
My concern is here we've put together in a very aggressive, if you will, schedule for changing the standards, and I'm just wondering, do we really think that this is a reasonable timeline by which to do all these standards?
This bill allows for us to control our standards, make sure that rigor, that all of the things that many people have had concerns about will be implemented in the transition process, and we will have a standard that I believe will be a creation that will be a national model by 1617.
It weighs heavily on me that we are making decisions every day that are affecting our children negatively. And I think that is just a tragedy. Obviously, you can tell I'm pretty emotional about it. Our children are sitting in the classrooms waiting every day to get a quality education, and that is what this body is supposed to do. We put together A through F, and it for 2 years now has been determined to be flawed. We put together Reading Sufficiency Act, and we know that probably 5,000 children are going to score unsatisfactory. We have put together issue upon issue that have not been implemented well, and I am very concerned that this bill only is in theory saying that it gets rid of Common Core, but it has not really addressed the Common Core, because until it is transitioned, we are still at Common Core. And so I'm very troubled today that we are yet again bringing forth another piece of legislation that has not been well thought out, has not been vetted, and here again we will be back year in, year out, like we are on the other pieces of legislation, trying to tweak it and make it right.
This bill was vetted by 101 House members. We have improved that version working with the original author, and we are returning back what the legislature in error, I believe, did in 2010 when they injected themselves in becoming, quote, experts. We are letting the state board, through a 3-year process, come up with some exceptional standards that we all agree need to be put in place to move Oklahoma's scores on the NAEP forward.